Good afternoon or good evening, should I say. Welcome to the coverage of the New South Wales State League on the GTL Stream Team. And what you're seeing right now is the manager there for the Ryde Hawks, Jensen Kosh, taking charge of his first grade lineup. So young Jensen Kosh doubling up as a bat boy and the manager for tonight's game. Great opportunity for that young man. He knows the drill, he knows the ground, and he will take charge of the game. And in good spirit, Dougie Rouse accepts young Jensen Kosh as the manager of that team, of our first grade Hawks team. Giving the lineup to his catcher for a check, and there's Jensen Kosh, the manager of the Hawks. First grade lineup for today. Good job, Jensen. And we'll go around the diamond and introduce you to the Hawks, how they've taken the field here this evening in this first grade lineup. The starting pitcher is none other than Ben Karakassis. Behind the dish is Jackson Heap. At first base is Oliver Foxtra. At second base is Jesse O'Connell. Third base is Callum Lambert. The shortstop for the fixture is Lincoln Gruppler. The outfield left to right, Christian Lane, Cooper Wilson and Baden Haggerty. The Vikings will come to the plate in this order. Jake Burns will get the Vikings underway. Harry Fullerton in the 2-hole. Lachlan Vella will bat 3. The cleanup this afternoon is Mitch Simon. Zach Moran will bat 5. Brad Griffin will bat 6. Shane Bennett, is a 7-hole. Yuta Yamanaka will bat 8. And Lachlan Bigwood will round out the starting 9. The starting pitcher is Jaden Basto for the Vikings. Jake Burns is the batter in the box, and he already has a foul on him. This game is a full 9 innings game. The umpire in charge of the game this evening is Mr. Jerry Cobb. The field umpire is Mr. Paul Jones, and Linda and Mel will be scoring the game. I'm Kerry Choi, and Owen Taluta and Richard Thwaites will be running the panel. So you have now met all of the players in tonight's game. 1-1 is the count here for Burns. And that will miss inside. So I've got 2-1 now for the leadoff hitter, Jake Burns. Top right-hand corner of your screen is the pitch velo. Burns sets that one skyward to even up the count. Under 18s, if you are just joining us, under 18s going the way of the Hawks. Third grade going the way of the Vikings, despite a late attempted comeback from the third grade side. Second grade going the way of the Hawks, and Karakassis will pick up his first strikeout of the night and the first out of the game. Burns back to the dugout. Brings to the box Harry Fullerton. And Fullerton will open his account with a big swing, 81 miles an hour from Karakassis. It's a beautiful evening here in Sydney. ELS Hall. Was that ball 2 down for Fullerton, 1-1. It's 25 degrees currently. We expect sunset at 8 p.m, which will be in the middle of this game. The off speed there from Karakassis will find the zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count on Fullerton. And yeah, sunset is at 8 p.m, so we'll just play with the dwindling light. The house lights are on as we commence this game. 2-2 is the count now on Fullerton. That's going to miss outside, so the count's going to be full now for the 2-hole hitter for the Vikings. Fullerton will get hold of a bit of that one, keep himself at the plate. 82 miles an hour from Caracassus. So full count. And that one's lined into left centre field for Harry Fullerton. And the centre fielder Cooper Wilson will dodge the ducks out there in left centre field to retrieve that ball. But Fullerton with the single. So the Vikings have their first base runner here in this top of the first innings. And it will bring to the plate for his first appearance the third baseman Lachlan Vella. And the first pitch in from Caracassus, slowed right down there, will catch the strike zone, 66 mile an hour, strike one. Pick-off attempt there, and Fullerton's out. So great move there from Caracassus over to Flockstra, who'll apply the tag, and the pick-off will be recorded. So 2 away here for the Vikings in this top of the first innings. Just a 1 strike on the batter in the box, Tavella, and followed that up with 85 miles an hour from Caracassus, 0-2. And that's on the ground. Gruppala with the scoop, and he'll throw it to Flockstra, who'll stamp on the bag, and that will be the end of the Vikings here in the top of the first innings. So no runs, no one left on. And as we head to the bottom of the inning, I'll take you around the diamond to introduce you to the Vikings defensively. The starting pitcher, as I said, is Jaden Bastow. Behind the dish, the honours go to Jake Burns. First base is Mitch Simon. Second base is Brad Griffin. Third base is Lachlan Vella. The shortstop for the fixture is Harry Fullerton. The outfield left to right, Shane Bennett, Lachlan Bigwood and Yuta Yamanaka. The designated hitter is Zach Moran. And your Ryde Hawks will come to the plate in this order. Baden Haggerty is the leadoff hitter. Batting in the 2-hole is Cooper Wilson. The 3-hole hitter tonight is Christian Lane. He's a double up from under 18s. Jesse O'Connell will bat in the 4 cleanup. Matt O'Neill, the designated hitter, will bat in the 5-hole. Jackson Heath, the catcher, will bat 6. Oliver Flockstra, first base, will bat 7. Callum Lambert will bat in the 8-hole. And Lincoln Gruppala will round out the batting lineup for the Hawks. Jensen Kosh's Hawks tonight in this first grade matchup. It is not a return fixture of first grade, as Wednesday night the ground was deemed unplayable by our groundsman. It was a pretty overcast day, and we got dumped on here at ELS between 4 and 6 p.m. a couple of times, and it just was too short a window to open the field. And it was the right call too, because it did rain a couple of other times through the course of the night, just here in this small pocket of North Ryde. So not a full round, the Wednesday night fixture not being played. So just the 1 day's worth of play here, and it's been a great day for baseball. It's been a little bit overcast, but we've had some wind gusts and pretty good playing conditions really. So coming to the plate to get us underway will be Baden Haggerty, right fielder for your Ryde Hawks. He'll step in for his first appearance. Jaden Bastow, as I said, is the pitcher for the Vikings, and Haggerty will foul off the first pitch, 0-1. Beg your pardon, I've got a bit of a frog. So 1 strike now on Haggerty. And 84 mile an hour from Bastow will get him ahead in the count, 0-2. And that will miss down, 73 miles an hour from Bastow. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's going to miss inside. So 2-2. Thank you to Any Stage Physio for sponsoring our radar. Top right-hand corner of your screen is the pitch. Velos Leagues Hub sponsoring our call to the bullpen. And, of course, Red Stitches sponsoring our scoreboard. And Haggerty will go down on strikes. Basto will pick up his first of the night. And stepping in for his first appearance will be Cooper Wilson. And the first pitch into Wilson, 87 miles an hour down, ball one. So 2 balls now on Wilson. That one's outside, so 3 straight balls on Wilson. And down the chute for Wilson, 3-1. That one straight back up from middle for Wilson, so he'll pick himself up a hit here. So the single to centre field, straight back through the middle for Cooper Wilson. So the Hawks have their first base runner of the game. We'll bring to the plate for his first appearance, Christian Lane. Cooper Wilson, a base runner at first. One away here in the bottom of the first. That one's going to miss outside. 85 miles an hour from Basto. 1 ball. And Wilson's taken off. Lane will swing, going to the top of the fence, 1-1. Pick-off attempt there, Wilson back quickly. No dirt. A choppy hit there from Wilson. It's on the ground. The scoop from Vela will prefer to feed it to Griffin at second to get the advancing Wilson out. So Christian Lane will be aboard on the fielder's choice play. Advancing runner Wilson out at second. So Jesse O'Connor will step in now for his first appearance. He has a base runner. No outs up his sleeve, 2 away here. If you have just joined us, the top of the innings went like this. Strikeout, single, pick off, ground out. And the bottom of the innings has gone this way. Strikeout, single, fielder's choice, attempted pick off. Basto got a close eye on Christian Lane, and that one is right in the middle of the back for O'Connell. So 2 on now for the Hawks, but it is 2 out And he'll bring to the plate for his first appearance the designated hitter, Matt O'Neill. He'll step in from the left side. Uh, 85 miles an hour from Basto, strike one. And that's going to be outside from Basto, 1-1. And that will catch the plate. So 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count on O'Neill. Lane is on second base. O'Connell at first. And that's going to be outside, 75 miles an hour from Basto, 2-2. And O'Neill's lined that one into right field. It's going to take a few bounces for Yuta Yamanaka to pick it up, and the Hawks will be satisfied with just progressing the 90 feet. So the single to right for O'Neill is going to load up the bases. But it is 2 out here for the Hawks in this bottom of the first innings. So Jackson Heat will step in now for his first appearance, and he has a load of bases, 2 out here, bottom 1. And the swing from Heap will open his account, 0-1. And that will miss down for Heap. 1 ball, 1 strike. And a swing there from Heap. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, load of bases, 2 out, bottom 1. That's outside, scooped up by Burns, so 2-2. That's outside again, away from Burns, but the Hawks will stay where they are. So full count now for Heap. And Heap has jumped on that one, up onto the roof. So keep himself alive. A half-hearted turn there from Basto. A full count on Heap. It's going to miss outside, so Heap's going to draw the loaded bases walk, and the Hawks will plate a run here in this bottom of the first innings. We'll bring to the plate for his first appearance the 7-hole hitter and first baseman, Oliver Flockstra. And Foxtra will open his account with a swing. And that will miss down. 1-1. And the swing from Flockstra. So 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count. 2 out, 1 in, 3 on. Flockstra's put that one on the ground. Basto with the scoop, the misplay. And Flockstra's going to get around to first base, bouncing out of the glove. Of Basto. So I'm not sure how the scorers will put that one, but Flockstra is a base runner for my purposes. And the bases still remain loaded with Hawks. Another run will cross, and Callum Lambert will step in for his first appearance. The first pitch to Lambert, up and out, ball 1. He sends that one into right field, moving across, and taking the running catch will be the right fielder, Yuta Yamanaka. So the fly out will end the half innings here, but not before the Hawks plate 2. They'll leave the bases loaded and stranded, but they will plate 2 runs here. And after 1 complete innings on the Red Stitcher scoreboard, it is Ryde 2, Vikings 0. We'll be back shortly for the top of the second. Good evening. Welcome back to the top of the second innings. Ben Caracassis out on the mound again. The first Viking to face him will be Mitch Simon. The first pitch in calls strike 1. That's going to miss outside. So 1-1 the count now for Simon. And the swing there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that one fired back into centre field by Simon. And he will cruise down to first for the single. That will bring to the plate the designated hitter for the Vikings, batting in the 5-hole, Zach Moran. He'll step in from the left side. And the first pitch in from Caracassis, 85 miles an hour, will sit up ball 1. And down the chute, 1-1. The turn from Caracassis, drawing a ooh from the crowd. 1-1 is the count. That's going to be inside on Moran. 2-1. That one lifted skyward by Moran. The chase is on, and it's going to be taken by the left fielder, Christian Lane. Good chase from Wilson. A back pedal from Grappler, but Lane taking control, and he'll take the catch in left centre field. I can see that Lane's wearing his glasses, and that's a pretty good thing for left field to be wearing here as that sun sets over the trees here. And that's going to see Ben Caracassis' time on the mound come to an end. His 1.1 innings of work. And that's going to bring to the plate to the mound, Alistair Ballantyne. Off to college in August. Just going through the last few warm-up pitches. Not much to recount really in the innings. A single to centre field for Mitch Simon. A fly out to left field for Zach Moran. Shout out to Ben Caracassis there. He probably wondered why he got substituted on the mound, but he's headed off to a family function. Came down to do a little bit of work before he had to go to that. That's a great kid right there, right? I love that. Good on him. Getting his work in. He's off to college too. So, yeah, a couple of good young players off to college, and Ben Caracassis now off to a family function. So thank you, Benny, for your innings tonight. You've handed over to another fine young baseballer, Alistair Ballantyne. Looks like he's ready to go. The first of the Vikings to face Ballantyne will be Brad Griffin, the second baseman, batting in the 6 hole. 1 out, 1 on here, as Griffin jumps on the 83-mile-an-hour pitch from Ballantyne. Sent it down to the concourse. It wanted a toasted sandwich. 0-1 is the count for Griffin. And Griffin's going to jump on it again. 0-2. A person just walking through the park saw the ball on the driveway, and they picked it up to throw it back and threw it into the wall. 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count now on Griffin. Picked it up and just threw it accidentally into the wall. Oh dear. And that's going to drop in for Griffin. So Ballantyne quickly into the game and recording his first strikeout of the evening to await here in the top of the second. Shane Bennett will step in now for his first appearance, a left fielder. He'll stepping in from the left side. The first pitch in from Ballantyne, 85 miles an hour, up ball 1. And that will find the zone 1-1. A bit up on that one. So 2 balls, 1. And the swing there from Bennett, getting hold of a little bit of bat on that one. So 2-2 is the count. That's going to mess up. 87 miles an hour from Ballantyne. Woo. Full count. And Ballantyne will get the scalp of Bennett. So coming into the game to replace Benny Karakasis and picking up 2 strikeouts to keep the Vikings scoreless here through the top of the second innings. Great effort from the young pitcher. We'll be back shortly for the bottom of the second. Good evening and welcome back to the bottom of the second innings. If you have just joined us, your Ryde Hawks holding a 2-0 lead here through 1.5. Jaden Bastow is the pitcher of record for the Vikings. The batter in the box is Lincoln Gruppler, batting in the 9-hole for the Hawks, and he will be the final Hawk to face Bastow here in the early part of this game, fouling on to the roof of the YMCA. And that will miss down. 1-1 is the count now for Gruppler. And that will catch the outside of the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that will miss down. So 2-2. Full 9 innings of baseball played here tonight in first grade. And that will see Lincoln Gruppler go down on strikes. Jaden Bastow with his second of the evening. It's going to turn the order over for your Ryde Hawks, and Baden Haggerty will step in for his second appearance. There is a flock of ducks in right centre field that seem completely unperturbed by this game. Just waddling around the field. And Haggerty's had a chop at that one. Griffin's going to let it bounce, and he will make the out with Simon at first. So the ground out there will be the second out for the inning. Cooper Wilson will step in for his second appearance. Singling to centre field in his first. First pitch in to Wilson, ball one. That one chopped up by Wilson off the handle, and Harry Fullerton will camp under it and take the catch. So the outs will be recorded here, and that will be the end of the Hawks. So after two complete, it is your Ryde Hawks 2, Vikings nil. We'll take a break and be back for the top of the third. Good evening. Welcome back to the top of the third inning. Stepping in for his first appearance in the 8-hole will be the right fielder, Yuta Yamanaka. Alistair Ballantyne back on to the mound for your Ryde Hawks. And the first pitch in to Yamanaka will be down, ball one. And that will go down the chute, 84 miles an hour, 1-1. So the off speed there, missing one ball, 2 balls, 1. So 3 balls, 1 now is the count on the 8-hole hitter, Yuta Yamanaka. And the strike called there on Yamanaka. So the count now full. Yamanaka, the 4th of the Vikings to come to the plate from the left side. And that one into the air. Full jump from Gruppler isn't going to stop it. And Yamanaka with the single to centre field to get us underway here in the top of the third. will bring to the plate for his first appearance. And the final hitter to make a first appearance from the starting lineups, Lachlan Bigwood batting in the 8-9 hole, playing centre field for the Vikings. And the first pitch in from Ballantyne, strike one. Half-hearted pick-off attempt there at first base from Ballantyne. 0-1. Runner's taken off. The throw from Heaps a cracker, not gloved at second base. So Yamanata will get the stolen base. Great effort there from Heap. The ball did beat Yamanata to the base, but not gloved by the infield. So Vikings with a runner in scoring position now. And that's going to miss outside. So 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count on Bigwood. And that one kept in front by Heap. Great job from young Jackson Heap. Kept Yamanata at second base. So 2-2 is the count now for Bigwood. So it's going to miss up. Full count now for Bigwood. And the swing there from Bigwood will see his time at the plate over, but Ballantyne will pick up his third strikeout of this assignment. It's going to turn the order over, and Jake Burns will step in for his second appearance. Another of the Vikings left-handed hitters, strikeout for him tonight. He has a runner in scoring position in the form of Yuta Yamanaka. 1 out here in this top of the third innings. Burns has jumped on the first pitch and fired into left centre field. Yamanaka's definitely going to come around and score. It's bounced off the fence. Burns is going to be satisfied with a double. So double to left centre field for Jake Burns will plate the first of the Vikings runs here in this top of the third innings. He'll bring to the plate for his second appearance Harry Fullerton, a single to centre for Fullerton. Now has the tying run in the form of Burns standing safely at second. 1 out here, top 3. And the first pitch in from Ballantyne up, ball 1. And the swing from Fullerton, 1-1. And 85 miles an hour, second swing from Fullerton, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Ballantyne will get the scalp of Fullerton. His 4th strikeout of the night. That's Ballantyne's. 2 away here in this top of the 3rd innings. Lachlan Vella will step in for his 2nd appearance. A ground out in his 1st. He has the tying run in Burns standing at 2nd. And the first pitch to Vella, 84 miles an hour, called strike 1. That's going to miss down. 1-1. That one's on the ground. It's bounced past the stretch of the 3rd baseman. And Lane's going to get it into Heap, and Burns is going to be out at home plate. Great piece of fielding there from Christian Lane. Lambert knew to leave it, and it went through to Heap and beat Burns to the plate. So despite the hit there into left field, the Vikings will not advance the scoreline. They'll leave the runner stranded. They'll plate 1 and we'll head to the bottom with your Ryde Hawks holding a 2-1 lead. We'll be back shortly. Good evening. Welcome back to the bottom of the 3rd innings, and stepping in for his 2nd appearance will be Christian Lane, player in left field who just threw out Jake Burns at the plate. A great chuck indeed for from Christian Lane into the glove of Jackson Heap at the plate, and the out was recorded. Lane did reach on a fielder's choice play in his 1st at bat. Sends that one skyward, moving back a few steps, and Bigwood will take the catch. So the fly out to centre field will be recorded here as the 1st out. And Jesse O'Connell will step in for his 2nd appearance. O'Connell hit by pitch in his 1st at bat. 1st appearance, I should say. The first pitch in to O'Connell, out and down, ball 1. And O'Connell's turned on that one straight into the glove of the 3rd baseman Vella, who will combine with Simon for the ground out for the 2nd out here in the inning. And that will bring to the plate for his 2nd appearance Matt O'Neill. O'Neill with a single to right field in his 1st at bat. Got it hit by pitch there, or did he duck out of the way of it? Have a bit of bat on it, did it? So 1-1 the count now for O'Neill. So 2 balls, 1. That's up and out for O'Neill, so 3-1. And that's going to fill up the count for O'Neill, so full count. 2 away here in the bottom of the third. And O'Neill's jumped on that one. I think that's going to be called a CI there. No, just a foul. Yeah, so here's a CI. I thought I heard the second noise. So catcher's interference is a CI. Sorry for those of you at home who didn't know what that acronym was. Sorry, I was thinking as a scorer. So catcher's interference is when the catcher interferes, obviously, as the name would suggest, with the bat on the way through. And I did hear the second noise from here through the field mic, which just happens to be immediately behind home plate. So Matt O'Neill is aboard on the catcher's interference, and Jackson Heap will step in now for his second appearance. Heap drawing a walk in his first. So 2 balls now on Heap. And Heap's jumped on that one and foul it off. So that's going to catch the top of the zone there. So 2-2 is the count. O'Neill's taken off. Heaps sent it into the roof. So 2-2 remains the count for Heap. And that's going to miss outside. So full count now for Heap. And Heap will draw the walk. So back-to-back walks there for Jackson Heap. And with 2 out here, we also have 2 on for the Hawks. And Oliver Flockstra will step in for his second appearance. Flockstra reached on probably what is going to be charged as an error. But I haven't got a confirmation from the scorers on that one yet. But not relevant to me. He was a base runner, so he's got 2 base runners ahead of him now. And the swing from Flockstra will open his account. 0-1. A pizza delivery man just turned up. Is it mine? Yeah. Hey! Yo, bro! That one's in left centre field. And the chase is on. It is gloved. A little bit of a bobble there from the left fielder, Shane Bennett, but he will take the catch. And the fly out to left field will be recorded as the 3rd out of the inning. The 2 runners will be left stranded. And after 3 complete, it is a Ryde 2. The Vikings 1 on the Red Stitcher scoreboard. Will be back for the top of the 4th. Good evening and welcome back to the top of the 4th innings. To get us underway will be the cleanup hitter, 4-hole hitter Mitch Simon. Alistair Ballantyne back onto the mound to continue his assignment here in first grade. I'm not sure if it's his first, but it's got to be up there into single-digit assignments for him in first grade, and he's doing pretty well out there on the mound. 4 strikeouts in his 1.2 innings of work. First pitch into Simon is ball. That one fired into right field, running back and not picking it up just yet. Simon's going to be satisfied with a cruisy stand-up double down into deep right field. And stepping in now for his second appearance will be the designated hitter. Batting in the 5-hole, Zach Moran. A fly out to left for him. Back-to-back hits for Mitch Simon. First pitch in to Moran will be called strike 1, 85 miles an hour. The pizza man found his recipients. 1-1 is the count now for Moran. That one jumped on by Moran. It will be taken at third base in close to foul territory, but the fly out will be recorded as the out to third baseman Callum Lambert. No movement from Simon at second. Brad Griffin will step in now for his second appearance. He was actually the first of the Vikings to face Ballantyne. Will come around now again for the second time. And bunt shown there from Griffin. Ball one. Two balls now for Griffin. Griffin's lifted that one into deep left field. And it's gone one bounce into the fence. The tying run's going to cross. And Griffin with the double there will level up this game. That was deep into left centre field. Almost one bounce just there into the bottom of the fence. And going to warrant a quick visit to the mound. So a double to Mitch Simon, a fly out to Zach Moran, and a double to Brad Griffin. And we have a tied ball game here in the top of the fourth. And the Vikings with a runner standing in scoring position at second base. Just the one out here in the half inning. So just a quick visit. And we'll bring to the plate for his second appearance Shane Bennett, batting in the 7 hole. Bennett with the strikeout to complete the Vikings attack in the top of the second. And Bennett's will have a crack at the first pitch. Fouled away. 0-1. And that one over the fence behind the Hawks dugout. 0-2. And that one in the dirt away from Heap, and it will allow Griffin to move down to third base. And that one again away from Heap, but no movement from Griffin towards home plate. 2-2. And Bennett will go down on strikes. So another strikeout for Alistair Ballantyne. His 5th of the night. Yuta Yamanaka will step in for his second appearance. He had a single to centre field and a stolen base. That's going to miss in ball one. And Yamanaka will have a go at that one, fouling it. Off. 1-1. That one's on the ground from Yamanaka, but it will be foul down the first base side of the diamond. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on Yuta Yamanaka. And that's going to miss outside the off speed. 2-2. Yamanaka sent that one skyward, and getting an early read on that one will be Christian Lane in left field, and he will take the catch. So the 1 run will be stranded, 1 will get in. And we have a tied ball game as we head to the bottom of the 4th. We'll be back shortly.
Man.
Good evening and welcome back to the bottom of the 4th inning. Stepping in to get us underway will be Callum Lambert, the third baseman, batting in the 8-hole. Jaden Bastow is out on the mound for the Vikings. No defensive changes at this stage. And the first pitch in to Lambert is fouled off onto the concourse. 0-1. And down the chute there from Bastow, 0-2. And Lambert will go down on strikes. Jaden Bastow picking up his 3rd strikeout of the evening. We'll bring to the plate for his 2nd appearance the 9-hole hitter, Lincoln Grappala. Oh, that one's hit Grappala right in the numbers as well. A quick apology from the pitcher there, so clearly no malice involved in that one. But didn't miss Grappler. So we've turned the order over now, and Baden Haggerty will step in for his third appearance. A strikeout and a ground out for Haggerty. Now has Grappler on the bases. Quick pick-off attempt there from Basto. Grappler back in a pile of dirt. And again. Down the chute for Haggerty, called strike one. That's opening pitch for him. Basto not happy that Grappler is aboard. That one's into the top of the fence from Haggerty. 0-2. Another car. I think it's the Hardy Ferrodo here in the driveway. Seriously. And Haggerty will go down on strike. So Basto will pick up his second strikeout of the inning, his fourth of the night. We'll bring Cooper Wilson to the plate. Wilson stepping in for his third appearance, a single and a flyout. Wilson will jump on the first pitch onto the concourse. 0-1. Oh, that one straight back into the camera, the field mic. Is it out of position? Oh. You wouldn't have hit. You wouldn't have been able to hit it if he tried it straight back into the camera. Once down, so 1 ball, 2 strikes. Another pick-off attempt there. You can probably hear the loud back through the field mic. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that one is straight down the throat of the second baseman, Griffin. And that will be the end of the Hawks here. They will leave the runner stranded. So after 4 complete, it is a tied ball game, 2 apiece on the Red Stitches scoreboard. We'll take a break and be back for the top of the 5th. Good evening. Welcome back to the top of the fifth innings. We do have a defensive change for your Ryde Hawks. Bradley Dalton has come into the game to replace Baden Haggerty in the lineup, and he will take his fielding position in right field. Alistair Ballantyne remains on the mound, and Lachlan Bigwood is the Viking who is the batter in the box, and he will see the first pitch in from Ballantyne and foul it off down the excuse me, first base side of the diamond. 0-1 is the count. And the swing from Bigwood, 0-2. And that will miss down for Bigwood. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So 2-2. And Bigwood will go down on strikes. Ballantyne pick up his 6th strikeout of the night. That's going to turn the order over. And Jake Burns will step in for his 3rd appearance. A strikeout and a double for Burns tonight. And the first pitch into Burns, down ball 1, check swing from Burns. He didn't go, says umpire Jones at first base. At 85 miles an hour, 1-1. And the swing from Burns, this time definitely around. So 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count on Burns. That's going to miss outside, so 2-2. Being called a strike by umpire Jerry Cobb. So Burns will make his way back to the dugout, and Ballantyne will pick up another strikeout. 7th of the night. Will bring to the plate for his 3rd appearance, Harry Fullerton. Single to centre field, a strikeout for him. And first pitch in, off speed down, ball 1. One, just a bit of bat on that from Fullerton, straight back into the banner. 1-1. That's going to miss inside, so 2 balls 1. So 2 balls 1 strike now on Fullerton. And the swing there from Fullerton is going to level up the count. The 2-2. That's going to set up. It's a full count now for Fullerton. And Fullerton will draw a walk. So that will bring to the plate for his third appearance, Lachlan Vella, batting in the 3-hole, playing third base tonight. A ground out and a single to left field for Vella in this game. And the first pitch in from Ballantyne, called a strike one. Fullerton's taken off. It's away from Heap. So Fullerton will get aboard there, get up to second, should I say, with a stolen base. There will be a ball on the batter, Vella. So Harry Fullerton now in scoring position for the Vikings. It is 2 out here in this top of the 5th innings. A 1-1 count on the 3-hole hitter, Lachlan Vella. Does have a runner in scoring position now in the form of Harry Fullerton. And the swing from Vella there, 84 miles an hour from Ballantyne. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's going to miss inside. The 2-2. And Vella will go after it. Jackson Heap with the scoop down to Flockstra at first, and the out will be recorded. So another strikeout there for Ballantyne. Not as tidy as the others have been, but it will be the end of the Vikings here. The run of Harry Fullerton will remain stranded. And after 4.5, we still have a tied ball game. We'll be back for the bottom of the innings.
Which one? Oh, I'll go down fix. That's easy.
Good evening. Welcome back to the bottom of the 5th inning. No defensive changes for the Vikings. Jaden Bastow is out for his 5th innings of work. The first of the Hawks to face him here in this innings will be the 3-hole hitter Christian Lane. Lane stepping in for his 3rd appearance. And that one fouled off down the left field line. Lane reaching on a fielder's choice and flying out to centre field. And he'll see the pitch in from Bastow down. So 1-1 the count now on Lane. And the off-speed there will catch the top of the zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Lane. Well, Lane will scoop that one out. Burns will take the catch right in front of us here at home plate. I think there was a Viking supporter just heckling Burns then on the catch, saying, drop it, drop it, drop it, not realising that it was their team that they were. Jesse O'Connell stepping in now for his 3rd appearance. Hit by pitch and a ground out. The first pitch to O'Connell is well outside ball 1. And O'Connell's been hit again. This time in the leg. So 2 hit by pitch for O'Connell tonight. He seems okay down at first base. Got a smile on his face. It's those ducks. Check them out, just behind him there. We're just migrating around the diamond. No, ducks. Matt O'Neill will step in now for his 3rd appearance, a single to right, and catches interference. The first pitch in to O'Neill will be called strike 1. O'Neill, the only left-handed hitter for the Hawks lineup tonight. And O'Neill fires that one down the left field line. It go into the Hawks bullpen. In fact, it'll go past the Hawks bullpen. Oh, and 2 is the count. And that one's on the ground, right back up the middle from O'Neill. Another hit there for Matt O'Neill, and he will advance Jesse O'Connell down to second base. So the Hawks now with a runner in scoring position, 2 on, 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Jackson Heap will step in for his 3rd appearance. Heap, back-to-back walks so far in this game. That's going to miss outside for Heap, ball 1. So 2 balls now for Heap. And Heap's going to jump on that one. Chased by the first baseman, Simon, but it will be over the fence for a foul. 2 balls, 1. Here's the count now. And the right fielder is actually shooing the ducks off the field now. Oh, it's out of the shot. But Yuta Yamanaka was actually shooing the Ducks off the field. They've just camped up behind first base. Oh, it's hilarious. And that one into the fence from Heaps. A 2-2 is the count. And Heap will go down on strikes. So Basto will pick up his 5th strikeout of the night. An important one there. Now it's 2 out for the Hawks. Barnes on 1st and 2nd, but 2 out here in the bottom of the 5th. A 7-hole hitter, Oliver Flockstra, will step in for his 3rd appearance. Reached on what was probably charged as an error against the pitcher and a fly out to left field. And that one, bang, into the field, Mike. Flockstra will be charged here with keeping the Hawks order rolling. 0-1 is the count. There's the Ducks. They're just completely unperturbed that the game's going on around them. And that's going to miss down for Flockstra. 1-1. And that's in at the feet of Flockstra. So 2-1. Long pause here from Basto. That's outside for Flockstra. 3-1. Turn there from Basto. Quickly back was O'Connell. And Flockstra will draw the walk. The base is now loaded with Hawks. And that will bring to the plate for his 3rd appearance Callum Lambert. A fly out to right and a strikeout for him. It's going to warrant a visit from the Vikings manager. Just a recap of the innings. A fly out in foul territory right here in front of us for Christian Lane. Jesse O'Connell hit by pitch. Matt O'Neill with a single to centre field. Jackson Heap with a strikeout and Oliver Flockstra with a walk. And that is how the Hawks have a loaded bases. 2 out here in this bottom of the 5th innings. So the visit is over. And the Vikings will all return to their respective fielding positions. So Callum Lambert will step in here for his 3rd appearance. He has loaded bases but no outs up his sleeve. And the first pitch in from Basto, down, ball 1. That's going to miss outside. So 2 balls now on Lambert. And that's a choppy hit on the ground. It's going to... A nice piece of fielding there from Griffin. A good hit there from Lambert. It's going to be productive for the Hawks. They will score a run from it and the bases will remain loaded. So the single to second base there. Griffin doing a good job of stopping it, getting through. But the single to second base will keep the Hawks lineup rolling. And that will be the end of Jaden Bastow on the mound. So he will complete his 4.2 innings of work, picking up 5 strikeouts. The call to the Leagues Hub bullpen. So we'll see Micah Taggart. So Micah Target will come in to take over the pitching responsibilities from Jaden Bastow. Target just going through his last few warm-up pitches. Just a recap of the innings. A fly out in foul territory for Kristen Lane. Jesse O'Connell hit by pitch. Matt O'Neill single to centre field. Jackson Heap with the strikeout. Oliver Floxtra with a walk. Callum Lambert with a single to second base. And that is how we have loaded bases, 2 out, 1 in here in this bottom of the 5th innings. And a pitching change as well. Call to the Leagues Hub bullpen. And Lincoln Gruppala is waiting patiently to be the first of the Hawks to face Micah Taggart. Target or Taggart? It's Taggart. Yeah, that's what I thought. So Micah Target is taking over the pitching responsibilities from Jaden Bastow. We're about to be ready to resume the game now. Lincoln Gruppala is the batter in the box. Batting in the 9 hole for your Ryde Hawks. Loaded bases, 2 out here, bottom 5. And the first pitch in from Target, 81 miles an hour, down ball 1. And down the chute, 1-1, 83 miles an hour. And Gruppala will jump on the off speed. So 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count now on Lincoln Gruppala. He'll be charged with keeping the Hawks lineup moving. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Grappler with a strikeout and a hippo pitch tonight. First of the Hawks to face target. That will miss down 84 miles an hour. 2-2. Grappler fouls that one down the right field line. 2-2 remains the count. And again, Lincoln Grappler keeping himself alive into the top of the fence. 2-2. And target will get the scalp of Grappler, and the 3 runs will be left stranded here, but not before the Hawks do plate one. And so after 5 complete on the Red Stitches scoreboard, it is a Ryde 3, Vikings 2. We'll be back shortly for the top of the 6th. Good evening and welcome back to the top of the 6th innings. We do have a defensive change here for your Ryde Hawks. Matt O'Neill has come in to take over the pitching responsibilities from Alistair Ballantyne. And quickly to work against Mitch Simon. 0-2 is the count. Ballantyne with his 4.2 innings of work. Great assignment for the young right-hander. Picking himself up 8 strikeouts as Simon sends that one skyward. And taking control of it will be Jesse O'Connell at second base. So the first out recorded here in this top of the 6th inning, I should say. Zach Moran will step in now for his 3rd appearance. A fly out to left, a fly out to third base for him tonight. And the first pitch in from O'Neill, down ball 1. In fact, Moran, in where he is in the lineup, has faced Caracassis, Ballantyne, and now O'Neill. In his 3 at-bats, all 3 at-bats have been to a different Hawks pitcher. So 1-1 now for Moran. That one's on the ground. Grappler with the scoop. The flick to Flockstra and the out will be recorded. So 2 away here for the Vikings in the top of the 6th. Will bring to the plate for his 3rd appearance Brad Griffin, a strikeout and a double for Griffin tonight. And the first pitch in to Griffin will be up, ball 1. And that one scooped out by Griffin. It's on its way to centre field. Wilson with the scoop, but it will be a single for Brad Griffin. So 2 out hit there from Griffin will bring to the plate for his 3rd appearance Shane Bennett. The first pitch in to Bennett will be up, ball 1. And the off speed there, catching the outside of the plate, 1-1. Pick-off attempt over to first. Griffin back in more than enough time. Another pick-off attempt there from O'Neill. That one fired in to centre field. So back-to-back hits to centre field for the Vikings. And they now have the go-ahead run standing at first base, but it is 2 out here in the top of the 6th. Yuta Yamanaka will step in now for his 3rd appearance. A single to centre field, a fly out to left field. That one's on the ground. The scoop is not clean, but the pitcher's cover is a cracker. And the out will be recorded at first base. So a nice job there from Matt O'Neill. Saw that Flockstra is in trouble and came over and got the job done. The 2 runs will be left stranded. The Vikings will be kept scoreless here in the top of the 6th. We'll be back shortly for the bottom. Good evening. Welcome back to the bottom of the 6th innings. Micah Target out for his 2nd innings of work. Came into the game to complete the final out for the Hawks in the bottom of the 5th. Technically it's his 2nd innings of work, but not a full inning yet. The first of the Hawks to face him here will be Bradley Dalton. This is his first appearance, is Dalton. He came into the game defensively for Haggerty. Coming around now for his first appearance. 2 strikes in quickly from Target. And Target will get the scalp of Dalton. His 2nd strikeout of the night, the first for the inning. Cooper Wilson will step in now to face Target. A single, a fly out, and a line out for Wilson tonight. And that one's on the ground. The third baseman, Vella, with the scoop. The flick to Simon, and the out will be recorded. So 2 quick outs here for Micah Target, and the Vikings will bring to the plate for his 4th appearance, Christian Lane. Reached on a fielder's choice, had a fly out and a foul out. Just the 4 pitches for Target here in this bottom of the 6th innings. 2 out. .73 miles an hour from Target will open Lane's account. 0-1. That's going to miss outside. 1-1 is the count now for Lane. Batting in the 3-hole tonight for the Ryde Hawks. And 83 miles an hour from Target. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Yep. And that one up and in, but umpire Jones said that Christian Lane did go around, so Target will pick up another strikeout, and that will end the Hawks here in the bottom of the 6th. No change to the scoreline after 6 complete. It is your Ryde Hawks 3, Vikings 2. Will be back for the top of the 7th. Resumption of the game after the clicky song, at the innings break. The batter in the box currently is Lachlan Bigwood. First pitch in from O'Neill, called strike 1. And that's going to miss outside. 1-1 now for Bigwood, hitting in the 9-hole for the Vikings. And that's going to miss up. So 2 balls, 1 is the count. And the swing there from Bigwood, 2-2. And that's going to miss up as well. So the count now full for the 9-hole hitter. And Big Woods jumped on that pitch. And moving across and taking the catch will be Jesse O'Connell at second base. So the fly out, pop out to second base will be the first out here in the top of the 7th. And that's going to turn the order over. And Jake Burns will step in for his 4th appearance. The first against the pitching of Matt O'Neill. Strikeout, double strikeout for Burns. And the swing from Burns will open his account here in this top of the 7th, 0-1. And that's going to miss outside, 1-1. And Burns will jump on that one into the top of the fence. So 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count. And that one's lined down the right field line by Burns. It will be foul. So 1-2 is the count. And that will miss down. So 2-2. Burns not chasing that one. And that one sent skyward by Burns. Over our heads, he'll keep himself at the plate. 2-2. And that one in the dirt. So full count now for Burns. And Burns will send that one skyward. The chase is on. O'Connell's going to take the catch at second base. Shallow right field, but O'Connell ran back on it and he had the best read. So the fly out to second base for Burns. And it's 2 out now here. In fact, almost back-to-back outs, fly outs to second base, almost identical hits. Harry Fullerton will now step in for his 4th appearance, a single to centre field, a strikeout and a walk for Fullerton. And the first pitch in from O'Neill, called strike 1. And that's going to miss outside, so 1-1. And that's inside on Fullerton, so 2 balls, 1. And that's on the ground. O'Connell with the scoop over to Flockstra, and the out will be recorded. And O'Neill and the Hawks will keep the Vikings scoreless here in the top of the 7th. We'll be back for the bottom of the innings. Good evening and welcome back to the bottom of the 7th innings. Getting us underway will be Jesse O'Connell stepping in for his 4th appearance. A hit by pitch, a ground out and a second hit by pitch. This time he'll be facing the pitching of Micah Target for the first time. Target coming into the game. An inning and a batter a go. On the first pitch in 82 miles an hour, ball 1. And that's going to set up for O'Connell. 2 balls. And O'Connell's got a bit of bat on that one. Fullerton with the scoop will combine with Simon and the out will be recorded. So 1 away here in the bottom of the 7th, and Matt O'Neill will step in for his 4th appearance. A single to right, a catcher's interference and a single to centre for O'Neill tonight. And off the pitching of Target for the first time. He will send the ball down to right field and Yuta Yamanaka will take the catch. So if 1 pitch, 1 out here. Target just with the 4 pitches for the 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Jackson Heap will step in now for his 4th appearance. 2 walks and a strikeout for him. Again, has not faced Target yet. First pitch into Heap will be down, ball 1. And that one down the chute from Target, 82 miles an hour, 1-1. And Heaps had a choppy crack at that one. Fullerton with the scoop. Quick release over to Simon and the out will be recorded. And a very quick innings there for Micah Target and the Vikings. 7 pitches for the 3 outs, and that will be the end of the 7th. So in the stretch we go. And while we're here, I'll say thank you to our major sponsor. In fact, we've missed the stretch, haven't we? We're in the top of the 8th. Yeah, I missed the stretch. Well, let's do it now anyway. Thank you to the Hunters Hill Hotel, our major sponsor for the last couple of seasons. And if you are looking for a fantastic venue for a function or a family dinner or something, the food's great, the atmosphere's great, lots of TVs and stuff around, and it's a really fantastic venue to head over to the Hunters Hill Hotel. Look at that delicious chicken palmy. So good. And they do this really fantastic, like, ceviche sort of swordfish ceviche or something like that. It's really, really good. So head over to the Hunters Hill Hotel. They're our major sponsor for the last couple of seasons, and we thank them from the bottom of our hearts for the support that they give us. And of course, our family of sponsors, you would have seen those ads across the course of the day. But again, nothing happens without those guys. And of course, Owen and Richard, who run the panel, and are here from 7 o'clock in the morning till 11 o'clock at night, every home round on a Saturday. So we thank them for their hard work. Lust Collection, Ampersand Barber and the Feel Good Collective are new guys coming on board this year, and we appreciate them. Leagues Club, Any Stage Physio and Red Stitches. You've probably seen their logos across the day. Leagues Hub is our call to the bullpen sponsor. Any Stage Physio, of course, is our Braider sponsor, and Red Stitches is our scoreboard sponsor. Canada Bay, Sydney Diamond Sports and Once Upon a Cake. Actually, you should give Once Upon a Cake a call if you've got something coming up, because her cake's a cracker. They look fantastic and they taste absolutely delicious. So she's a lovely sponsor to come on board this year. Back to the top of the 8th innings, and Matt O'Neill is out for his 3rd inning of work. Lachlan Vella will face him now for the first time, and the first pitch into Vella is down, ball 1. And on the outside of the plate, 1-1. That one's on the ground. It will be fouled down the left field line. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So 1 ball, 2 is the count. And that's missing inside, so 2-2. And Vella will have a crack at that one, but it will get a little bit of bat. And the count remains 2-2. That one straight back up the middle from Vella. Moving across in cover will be Cooper Wilson. So Vella with the single to centre field to get us underway here in the top of the 8th. And the tying run is now at first. Mitch Simon will step in for his 4th appearance. A single, a double and a fly out for Mitch Simon. And that's going to set up ball 1. So 2 balls now for Simon. And over to first. Back quickly was Vella. And down the chute from O'Neill, 2-1. And that one sent skyward by Simon. Foul down the right field line, 2-2. That one into the top of the fence again. Another over to first movement there from O'Neill. And the swing there from Simon will end his time at the plate here in the top of the 8th. O'Neill will pick up his first strikeout of his assignment. We'll bring to the plate for his 4th appearance Zach Moran, a fly out, a pop out and a ground out for him.
Let's go, boys. Come on. Let's get it. How many games?
The first pitch in to Moran called strike 1. And again over to first. O'Neill not happy the Vella's aboard. 0-1. That one's on the ground. O'Connell with the scoop. He's going to feed it to Gruppala. It won't be quick enough to turn the double, but the advancing runner will be out. So O'Connell and Gruppala combining. Moran will get aboard on the fielder's choice, and Brad Griffin will step in for his 4th appearance. A strikeout, a double to centre, and a single to centre for Griffin. It is 2 out now here in the top of the 8th. And Griffin sends that one skyward, moving back, backpedaling, and Wilson will take the catch. So that will be the end of the Vikings here in the top of the 8th. We'll head to the bottom of the innings. We'll be back shortly. Welcome back to the bottom of the 8th innings. And no defensive changes for the Vikings. Micah Target is on the mound. Behind the dish is Jake Burns. First base is Mitch Simon. Second base is Brad Griffin. Third base, Lachlan Vellas. Shortstop is Harry Fullerton. Outfield left to right, Shane Bennett, Lachlan Bigwood, Yuta Yamanaka. The batter stepping into the box to get us underway will be our first baseman. Hitting in the 7 hole, Oliver Flockstra. This will be the first time he will face Target. And the first pitch in 74 miles an hour called strike 1. Flockstra with probably reached on what I believe would have been charged as an error on a fielder. Fly out and a walk, and he sends that one skyward. And Simon's going to camp under it and take the catch. So the fly out to first base will be the first out here for the Hawks in the bottom of the 8th. Caleb Lambert will step in for his 4th appearance. A fly out to right field, a strikeout, and a single to second base. And that RBI is the run the Hawks scored in the 5th. And we've got a pinch hitter here, actually. This is Jack Nan. So Nan has come in to pinch hit here in this game. And Nan's going to open his account against Target with a big swing. And Nan's going to send that one down to third base where the pop-out catch will be taken. So the fly out to third base. 2 away here for the Hawks. And that will bring to the plate for his fourth appearance, Lincoln Gruppler. A strikeout, a hit by pitch, and a strikeout for him tonight. And the first pitch called strike 1. 83 miles an hour from target. And that's going to miss outside, 1-1. And the swing there from Gruppler, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that one on the ground to target. He'll run it over to Simon, the underhand flick. And that will be the end of the Hawks here in the bottom of the 8th innings. So we head to the top of the 9th and final innings of this game. We will be back for the action.
Clark for Nan.
Sorry?
Clark for Nan.
Okay, Clark or Nan?
Coming over.
Welcome back to the top of the 9th innings. And we do have a defensive change for your Ryde Hawks. Jack Nan, who came into pinch hit just moments ago, has been replaced in the field by Frank Clark, who's now fielding in that third base position. So direct swap there, and Clark is now fielding in third base. The batter in the box is Shane Bennett, and the first pitch into Bennett will be outside and down, ball 1. And back down into the zone. Bennett with strikeout, single. This is his 4th appearance, and he's chopped at that one. Clark with the scoop, the flick to Flockstra, and the first out will be recorded. So Clark, only coming into the game moments ago, has played a part in it here in the top of the 9th. So that will bring to the plate for his 4th appearance, Yuta Yamanaka. Yamanaka with a single to centre field, a fly out to left field, and a ground out to first base in his at-bats tonight. He'll step in for his 4th appearance. And the first pitch in, called strike 1. And Yamanaka's jumped on that one. It will be into the Hawks bullpen. So 0-2 the count here for Yamanaka. Now that's going to sit up for Yamanaka. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's up and out. 2-2. And Yamanaka sent that one skyward. Moving across and taking the catch will be Dalton in right field. So 2 out here for the Vikings in the top of the 9th. Will bring to the plate for his 4th appearance, Lachlan Bigwood. A strikeout, and a fly out for him. And that's going to miss down, ball 1. That's going to miss up, 2 balls. And back into the zone again for O'Neill. 2 balls, 1 strike. And that's sent skyward by Bigwood. And Wilson will take the catch. And that will be the end of this game. The Hawks will get the win 3 runs to 2 in a very, very quick paced 9 innings of baseball. And that is the end of our coverage for today. If you have been joining us across the day, we thank you for support of our stream. And under 18s going the way of the Hawks. 3rd grade going the way of the Vikings. 2nd grade to your Ryde Hawks. And again, 1st grade, the Hawks will take the win. It's been another big day of streaming. And I'd like to thank Owen and Richard for their work all day. And thank you again for supporting us. On behalf of the GTL stream team, I'm Kerry Choi. Good night.